All right, Facebook Live. We are going home. We're in the Palm Springs Airport, ready to board. So we want to share a quick insight that we learned from yesterday's games, right?
We had a lot of insights, but this is one that we could relate to, that it comes up a lot in our lives.
Has come out a lot in our, 17-year relationship. 17 years and learning how to play this competitive game, at the same time learning how to use it not to burn your partner, not to turn off your partner. So let's just give him a little bit of frame. So yesterday Vivian's part of this retreat that I came to surprise her yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And in this retreat they had us go into teams, right?
Yes, they're called, what's it called, like a Soul Power Olympics. And we partnered up into teams, and everybody had the same, we have the same, competition.
So they gave us a bunch of little things for us to do, silly little things, to be able to see how you play as a team.
And we had time involved, and we were going to get a prize, and it was all these things that were intertwined, along with how do we show up in competition. So when we were breaking up into groups, the only thing I could think about was I don't want to be in Raul's team. Because
it's sad. It's sad when your own wife is like, I don't want to be in my husband's team.
I don't like to be in Raul's team because he is such a competitive person. And for me, I don't take life so serious, or competition, as he does.
See, and I was scoping like, okay, who's gonna be in my team? I already scoped all the room. I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I could scope the strong teammates, because we're gonna crush this.
Okay, so that's sad too, how you could think of it and leave me out, but that's our truth. That is my truth.
So then I started thinking about, I'm not gonna go too intense, because obviously this retreat is about, meditation. This retreat is about getting into your soul. So I wanted to tone myself down, and I let these girls and these guys just do their thing at the beginning. But
and then it got real.
Shit got real. Then shit got real when I started seeing that there was some serious competition going on, and the competitive side of me just took over. I'm like, fuck this. Like, we gotta win this. We gotta win this. And in our relationship in the past, we had to find a balance of how to use that competitive drive, not to burn your partner or forget about your partner, because as men, as goal-oriented that we are, we just want to finish the fucking task. We don't care how long it takes. We just want to make sure it gets done. And women, the feminine energy, what does the feminine energy focus on when there's a task being given?
I think for me, especially, we just, we get lost in the feeling of things. We get lost in I guess, just not having a certain goal and to reach it, but to enjoy the process, which is really good. But I think at the same time, I am learning to have that balance and to get to my goal, enjoy the journey, and not be as competitive as Raul, and listen to my own rhythm, but to get there eventually, not just get lost in the meadow of things.
But see, owning your truth, because see, if I play small just to please my partner, it doesn't serve me. And if she tries to be competitive just to be with me, it doesn't serve her either. So part of it, just, can you own your truth? Not to bend, to play small because my partner doesn't want to doesn't want to win, or try to play big because your partner wants to play big. So one of the biggest distinctions that I got from this exercise is that it's okay if you are a competitor, if you're competing and you want to win, as long as you communicate and you're surrounded by people who want to win as bad as you do. The challenge is when you try not to be who you are, and you bend for your partner, you bend for your wife or your husband, and you bend for your employees, or you bend for your customers.
That's good. And then I learned that I like to have fun and I like to enjoy myself in the process. And I'm telling you, I had so much fun yesterday in this process that I felt like a kid again. And that was something that I guess I've put aside, the silliness part of me, the playfulness of just having fun and laughing about things. And I just had such a great time in the process that I knew that I wanted to win, but at the same time I knew that I wanted to have fun. So my truth was okay, I'm good with this. You know, I want to have fun, and I know I'm going to win either way.
And I have fun crushing it. And I have fun crushing my opponent. It's a different mode of having fun, but at the end, it's just a polarity.
Yeah.
Polarity. You have to learn where you are. You can't burn your teammates. You can't burn your people around you just because you want to win. Own your truth. Do what you have to do, but also understand that there's consequences. There's consequences to every action.
That's true.
All right, so we have to board now, babe.
Yeah, we gotta go.
So, comment below. How has being competitive enhanced your relationship, or how has being competitive ruined your relationship, or not competitive enough?
Yeah, because there's parts of me that I've given up.
Oh, that's another part. Like if you lost your competitive edge, if you lost that competition inside of it, and you don't want to fight for your relationship, then that's a problem. If you lost the edge and the competitive part of you that doesn't want to fight for creating that sexual polarity, it's a problem. But at the end is awareness. Can you be self-aware of what you need? And invest in yourself. I mean, this trip wasn't cheap. Should I have to take, we're going back, now I have to travel the whole day just to get back home, take 2 planes because everything was sold out. And the one common denominator is that we invest in ourselves. We're constantly invested in our relationship. Just as much as I invest in my business, invest in the relationship. And don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to play like a little kid.
To have fun.
Don't be afraid to win. Don't be afraid to win.
So now we gotta part ways, because I'm going one way, you're going another. And we shall see each other again.
Yes, we will. We will. All right, guys, we're out.
Love you guys.
Learn it.
Live it.
Experience it.
Love life.